I'm going to speak a few minutes about the bronze vessel titled Love Blooms. This vessel was inspired by the sweet little wild violet plant. I love how this plant just sprouts up from a mound of heart-shaped leaves. How sweet is that? The little stems are very delicate, very flexible, reminding us of the gift of being flexible in our lives. And each of the blooms has 5 petals, 2 upper, 2 side by side, lateral, and then 1 lower one. And on the lower one is where those subtle little stripes appear. And they're actually, they are Mother Nature placed those there as a little landing strip, if you will, for the honeybees. They're, the honeybees' ultraviolet sensing eyes can see those stripes much better than the human eye. So that's very sweet. Also, this plant has what's called cleistogamous. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but those are types of buds that appear either low or underground on the violet plant. And they look like they're deformed or funny little buds that are just not quite right, if you will. And I have some of those sculpted onto the vessel here because they remind us that we can't just judge things by appearance. By appearance only, they look like they're inferior to the beautiful blooms on the plant. But in fact, they help propagate this plant because when the violet blooms, it often blooms earlier than the honeybees and the other pollinators are very active. So these little buds are just as fertile as a full bud, and so they help to propagate the plant. On the bottom of this vessel, I've etched 3 ants. The 3 is symbolic of the invisible helpers in our lives. The ants help to propagate the violet plant, invisible to us. They do it beneath the soil. They're attracted to the oil-rich appendage of the seeds. And so I've sculpted 3 on the bottom of the vessel since the ants are invisible to us when they're helping the violet plant, and our helpers are often invisible in our lives. I hope that it inspires an appreciation for the blanket of love of your life and the joy of flexibility in your life, and also a sweet little nudge to remember the many invisible helpers in your life. Love blooms.